John Lavelle here on the subject of diabetes. Lots of people have it, and that's one you really never want to get because of the residual effects of it. Circulation problems, heart problems, liver problems, kidney problems, digestive problems. Circulation in your legs problems leads to ulcers, can lead to infection, amputation. You can go blind, and you get flighty in the head too. That's another one. Who needs it? Not me. Anyways, I was a type 1 diabetic, and the medical profession, they're going to give you every drug they can to try and get us under control. They're concerned, but they're working within the perimeters of drugs. And personally, I'm not a person that really wants to take drugs. I had a team of people who are trying to get me to change my diet. There's a real tough thing to do because when it comes to food, I'm a 2-year-old. The diet will work for about 2 days, and then I'll say, geez, where's all the food I used to like eating? Why am I eating this stuff? So that wouldn't work either, and it was very hard to control the sugar. It was all over the place, and I, as everybody else, has a concern, the long-term concern of what's going to happen to my health. I'm looking at premature death and all that stuff, and so I decided I would give some thought on how I could get this thing under control without having to change my diet, take all this drug stuff and insulin and everything else. And by the way, that stuff I couldn't get it under control, neither could they. So what I did was, I have a glucometer just like everybody else does who has diabetes. In fact, I got 10 of them lying around here somewhere. But I do have the luxury of those those test strips are about $1 a piece. So for the average person, they'll lay out $1 every time they want to check their sugar. It can get quite expensive, and mine is I don't pay anything for them, and I've got refills. Actually, 400 boxes, more than I'll ever use for the rest of my life, are sitting there whenever I want them. So I have the luxury of being able to test my blood sugar whenever I want. Now, I'm just like anybody else. I don't do it too often because I get tired of punching holes through my finger, so I didn't want to do that. But I decided if I want to do an experiment, there's as many test strips as I want. If I want to endure all the holes in my finger, I can do the test. So here's my test. I decided to take my blood sugar every 30 minutes. And what I noted was the blood sugar was actually, many times was moving down quite quickly. So now I have to go back and try and figure out what the hell I was doing when my blood sugar was going down. And I did get wise after a while. I did the test for about 2 weeks, and found that every time I stand up, my blood sugar starts coming down at a rapid rate. But if I spend the day, I understand this, I'm a cripple. So standing up is not all that easy for me. It's actually dangerous. I fall a lot. But so this is why I have I'm parked in a wheelchair all the time. So anyways, I noted that when I was standing up, I would have a shower for 30 minutes and my blood sugar would drop to like before I went in there, it was like 15 or even higher, and I come out and it's 5.8, and I was only in there for 20 minutes, and I'm thinking, is it the shower? But then I noticed when I was doing the dishes, the same thing was happening, and I'm saying, is it doing dishes? That's nuts. Anyways, the only thing I could see that was the same in both situations was I was standing up, so I decided I would check my sugar when it's up at 15. I would stand up and watch TV standing up, or take a phone call standing up, or put the garbage out or something, and because that's a real job for me. Cripples really have a hard time putting the garbage out. Anyways, and it was consistently, my blood sugar kept dropping down, so I eventually started to control my blood sugar just by standing up, and I got rid of the insulin and the drugs to help control it, and I never did have to go into that ridiculous diet they offered me, which I wasn't going to do anyways, because as I said, I'm 2 years old. That's one thing you're not taking out of my life, is what I want to eat. I eat what I want. I don't care how long life is. I care about the quality of it, and that would seriously compromise the quality of my life. I'd actually be unhappy. So anyways, that's the way I control my blood sugar. And if you're diabetic and you can afford to do the tests, you can do the test, you're probably going to notice your blood sugar is dropping down real quick. And I'll give you the reason why is I did some study on it years ago. I study stuff on my own. I do my own research and test stuff and have experiments and stuff. And I noted that people that sit all day have weight issues, which again is going to lead to diabetes. And I know that when I was a kid, I was working in industry, and I'd be working with a couple hundred guys, and I was young, I was 16 or something, but there were guys there that were about near retirement, and not one of us had a weight issue. We could eat like 3,000 calories in one meal and never have put on a pound. But if you took a look at the people in the office, most of them had weight issues, and most of them were sitting in chairs. And so the reason why I'm mentioning that is sitting is not really a great position to be in for digesting food. It doesn't go through very quickly, and it's hard for the stomach and the organs to process this stuff, because it's not the natural posture that man through history didn't do a lot of sitting. He did a lot of up on his feet, hunting or running away from something that was trying to hunt him, or gathering food. They were doing stuff, and their whole day was full of walking around activity or standing up activity. Very little sitting went on, unless they were about to eat something possibly, and it wasn't long after they finished eating they were back up on their feet, so they never had weight issues either. Now you're going to say, well, they didn't have donuts either. Well, I'll tell you something, I can eat 1,000,000 donuts and I won't put on a pound. Calories don't mean anything, and how much you consume is real. I mean, you can't go completely crazy and start throwing down like 80,000 calories a day, but most people couldn't eat that much anyways. But it really doesn't matter how much you eat as long as you're standing up most of your day. And if you're going to sit down for 5 minutes and then get back up. But don't be sitting around watching afternoon television all the time. And you'll see you'll get real heavy. And as I said, weight will damn near guaranteed. You're going to get diabetes, and you're also going to get every single other health issue that's coming down the pipe. It usually comes down the pipe for people that are hitting 45 or 50. You can actually have great health if you just stand up, and because blood sugar, actually, it's known that blood sugar is a real contributor to how long you live and how many other issues you'll take on. It's the grounds for inflammation. Inflammation is the key to why you get cancer. Inflammation is it's a breakdown of the tissue. And any tissue in your body that's broken down, you have a health issue already, because all tissue should be healthy, and as long as it's healthy, you're healthy. But you can get breakdown of tissue, and the kidneys, now you get kidney problems, or breakdown in the lining of the stomach. Any type of inflammation is it starts to eat away at your health. So anyways, I just want to tell you, stand up, and you'll probably notice that your sugar's starting to get under control, and that's what you want. See ya.